that God does not exist?
Well, that's not up to us. Carl Sagan once wrote, "Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence." You are making the extraordinary claim that you know how the universe was created, that the universe was created by your personal God, and that that God still exists. The burden of proof is on the one making the claims, you. We simply say we don't believe it. Also, one could argue that it's hardly necessary to disprove something that has never been proven in the first place.
But everyone believes in God. Why don't you?
Well, actually, everyone doesn't believe in God. About 15% of Americans, that's 30 million people as of the 2000 census, say that they don't believe in a God. There are about twice as many atheists in America as Jews. Also, most people around the world believe in different gods. Yours is only one of 1,000+ deities that people believe in. Also, there are whole religions without a supreme being. Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, and many whole countries without pervasive religions, like China, Japan, and the Scandinavian countries.
Why don't you believe in God anyway? If he's not real, you haven't lost anything. But if he is real, you get to go to heaven.
Well, you're basically talking about Pascal's wager, and there are several reasons this doesn't work for us. The main points are, few, if any, atheists believe in deities out of choice. It's not as if we know that God is there, but we just somehow refuse to believe in him. We are convinced that he is simply not there. Which God? How do you know which God is to believe in? And what if you're wrong? 3. If God really exists, he's not stupid. He would know that we're trying to get a free ride into heaven. 4. You can just believe in God. You would also have to believe in the whole religious package. In Christianity, that would also mean believing in angels, demons, Satan, cherubim, heaven, hell, saints, sin, resurrection, prophets, miracles, and on and on and on. And on the other side of the coin, if there is no God, you have still lost something by worshiping him. You have wasted a good portion of your life performing the various devotional rituals, attending churches, praying, reading scripture, and discussing your deity with his other followers, not to mention giving your hard-earned money to the church, wasting your intelligence on theological endeavors, and boring the hell out of people who really don't want to hear your good news. Also, as an unbeliever, you would have lost a good deal of self-respect by pursuing a path that you didn't believe in for your whole life. These answers are drawn from Adrian Barnett's site.
Well, what do you believe?
Well, we believe in human dignity. We're not born dirty sinners. We're born as Earth's most intelligent, adaptive creatures. We have the ability to overcome adversity without help from mysticism, superstition, and invisible friends. We believe in treating our fellow human as we would like to be treated, which is a humanist idea, centuries older than Christianity. We believe that humans are fully capable of deciding their own purpose in life. We believe that the comfort that religion theoretically offers is more than offset by the amount of pain, death, and suffering it has caused throughout history. And we believe that religion has hindered the advancement of human knowledge more than any other single cause, and is still doing so today. There are several versions of the Atheist 10 Commandments on the internet these days. Here is one, drawn from ethicalatheist.com. 1. Thou shalt not believe all thou art told. 2. Thou shalt constantly seek knowledge and truth. 3. Thou shalt educate thy fellow man in the laws of science. 4. Thou shalt not forget the atrocities committed in the name of God. 5. Thou shalt leave valuable contributions for future generations. 6. Thou shalt live in peace with thy fellow man. 7. Thou shalt live this one life thou havest to its fullest. 8. Thou shalt follow a personal code of ethics. 9. Thou shalt maintain a strict separation between church and state. 10. Thou shalt support those who follow these commandments.
Well then, where do you think the universe came from?
I don't know. Nobody does. Not even your preacher. Besides, saying that God did it really explains nothing. You're in essence saying that an unseen, unknowable being created it in a way that we could never understand. You might as well say it was magic or fairies. Also, when you say God created the universe, it begs the question, who or what created God? And then, who or what created that entity? Here's the real problem. People do have questions about the universe. Where did it come from? Where do we come from? And do we have a purpose? These questions are very basic human questions, and it would be wonderful if the answers were easy to come by and easy to understand. However, they are anything but basic or easy to answer. To arrive at any kind of respectable or defendable answer, you would have to study anthropology, biology, physics, and philosophy, just to begin with. We have long since passed the point where the layman can do more than scratch the surface on these many diverse fields. The answers are very complex and hard to arrive at, but religion makes it easy. Just study one book, get some help from your preacher. God created the universe. We're here because He put us here. Our purpose is to serve Him and the church. These answers are easy, but one, they're not really answers, because we don't know how He did it, or where He came from, or what His purpose was for putting us here. And two, when we follow religion, we're not following the same religion, and it's very divisive. It causes elitism, intolerance, and war. These are paths we can no longer afford to take. Humanity is too interlinked, the world is too small, and nuclear weapons are too abundant. The difference between science and religion is the way that we go about finding answers from the world around us. Science looks at the universe and tries to figure it out, working from the data to the answer. Religion works backwards. It looks at the Bible and tries to find data in the universe that supports its answers, ignoring or denying the evidence that contradicts it. Therein lies the problem. In the past, religion has denied that the world is round, that the sun is the center of the solar system, and that illness is caused by microscopic organisms. Religion currently is denying evolution. This at a time when every major accredited school of higher education in the world accepts it. Galileo Galilei was imprisoned, and Giordano Bruno was killed for espousing their scientific discoveries during a time when religion ruled Western civilization, the Dark Ages. Oh, by the way, the Catholic Church is apparently after a kinder, gentler image. On its website, The Myth of the Spanish Inquisition, they say it wasn't millions of heretics they killed, but only 3,000 to 5,000. So what do? Take some time and learn about the world around you. I personally enjoy the study of these different fields. The Internet has put all of the sciences at our fingertips. You would be surprised how accessible and understandable the information is nowadays if you will only take the time to ask the questions and use your brain. Learning is lifelong and fun. Open your mind and start.